What's up guys, it's your boy Milano Miguel, back at it again with another video. Today's episode 18 of the Milan vlog series season 2, so here we go. Here we go. Match day 18 in the Italian Serie A would be between Cagliari and Milan. Milan had the upper hand against Cagliari. We beat them 2-0 the first time we faced them last season. We beat them 3-0 again. Very much giving boost to the team with Ibrahimovic back in the starting lineup. But before that, AC Milan decided to sign Mate from Torino with a loan with obligation to buy for 10 million euros. I approve this signing. We have Mate, who has Serie A experience. He can fit into the double pivot, and that gives us some depth. Starting lineup as follows: Donnarumma in goal, Calabria, Chiesa, Romagnoli, Dalot filling in for Theo Hernandez, who is out because of a positive test of COVID-19. Then we had Tonali and Kessie at the double pivot. In the midfield we had Hauge because Rafael Leao is suspended. Brahim Diaz in for Hakan Çalhanoğlu, who also tested positive for COVID-19, Samu Castillejo, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Now I'll say Milan got off to a good start because in the first 5 minutes, Brahim Diaz played a beautiful ball to Zlatan Ibrahimovic, which ends up in him winning a penalty for Milan in the 5th minute. Zlatan steps up and takes a penalty. Now we know that he's missed a couple this season, but he stepped up with confidence because Cagliari is that team that he always shows up against, and he promised us that he was going to score against them. And what did he do? He scores from the penalty spot. Milan go up 1-0 in the 7th minute. I think from then on, Cagliari would try to fire back, but nothing really worked. It wasn't until the 36th minute where Davide Calabria had an opportunity where he hit the post, almost scoring. But for the most part, other than that, the first half was pretty dry once Milan scored that first goal. Milan seemed pretty comfortable. Cagliari didn't have any type of grinta, any type of grit or determination. Donnarumma fairly comfortable. I think he was only called once or twice in the first half. Halftime, Milan was up 1-0. And after halftime, Chiesa would come off to be replaced by Pierre Kalulu, probably dealing with a minor injury. Or Pioli's resting him for the Atalanta game because Romagnoli received a yellow card in the first half, which means that he will be suspended for the Atalanta game on Saturday. So yeah, Kalulu came in. Once again, Davide Calabria, who I highlighted in the first half of the season or preseason to be one of the most improved players this season for Milan, showing up once again, sends in a beautiful ball. I think this is in contention with Bastoni's assist to Barella yesterday against Juve in the 2-0 win. Maybe Davide Calabria is telling Bastoni, anything you can do, I can do better. But Calabria whips in a beautiful cross to Zlatan Ibrahimovic, makes the perfect run, fends off the defender, takes the volley, finishes. Beautiful. Milan go up 2-0 in the 51st minute. Now initially this was called as offside, but VAR did a check and it was given. Milan up 2-0 in the 51st minute. Jans-Peter Haug would have an opportunity to assist Zlatan Ibrahimovic, but Cranio came to the rescue. Then after that, in the 65th minute, Salamakers would come on to replace Jans-Peter Haug, and then a drastic turn of events. So Salamakers would get a card not shortly after being introduced into the game. I think that was kind of a harsh yellow card, but things like that happen in Serie A. Tonali would come off to be replaced by Mate, making his Serie A debut. We'll talk about his performance in a bit, but he came in, and then in the 74th minute, Alexis Salamakers makes a stupid decision, puts an arm on the defender falls down, looks at the ref gives the second yellow card, and Salamakers makes his marching orders off the pitch. I think he was only in the game for about 10 minutes and got a red card. Silly red card, really will affect us against Atalanta. Atalanta is one of those teams competing for top 4, and to just have another player suspended, with Romagnoli and all the injuries that are piling up and the positive COVID cases. It's just not a good look. Unlucky there for Salamakers. I mean, we all make mistakes. I think he's going to learn from his mistake, and we just got to keep pushing and moving forward. Towards the later half of the game, I think in about the 80th minute, there was controversy, which Brahim Diaz potentially giving away a penalty, but it wasn't given. Gianluigi Donnarumma came to Milan's rescue once we went down to 10 men, making some huge, incredible saves. I think, as we've already said, Donnarumma is a world-class top 3 goalkeeper. I think he can be the best in the world. He's only 21 years of age, and he has more room for growth and development, and it's only going to get better from here, especially once we achieve Champions League football and he starts to play in the Champions League. Wow, I can't wait. And then Andrea Conti would make his way to the pitch in the 83rd minute. Milan closed off this game and got the 3 points. I think Milan played relatively well. They got the goal. They pretty much controlled the game for most of the game until that red card happened in Cagliari, where we're coming back. Davide Calabria, a brilliant performance once again. Got an assist, unlucky not to get a goal, but time and time again, Davide Calabria steps up and shows that he has improved immensely. So that was beautiful. Simone Kjaer looked all right. He was a bit shaky in the first half. Romagnoli, unlucky with the yellow card, but for the most part did his job. Dalot, didn't really see much of him in the second half. It was more apparent of him in the first half. I think Tonali did great. Kessié did his job. Meite, who made his debut, I think he did great filling in for Tonali in the double pivot role. He showed some signs of strength and just, I don't know, he seems excited. He wanted his way out of Torino. It wasn't working out for him. He got his way out, and now he's at a club where he's competing for a Scudetto, and I think he's motivated. It looked like he really was out there giving all his best. As for Haug is hesitant. I think he's overthinking things, and I think he just has kind of lost his touch when he first came into the team, and he just was going for it. There's a couple of instances, if you watch the game, where it looks like he wanted to make a move going forward or make a pass, and he just took too long, and then Cagliari just ended up reading the play. I think he can do better. I think for now we might have to swap out Hauge and put him on the bench, and someone else has to fill in for him until Rebic comes back. I think Brahim Diaz had an excellent game. This man is always winning penalties, finding a way for us to get into dangerous areas, and he gives us all. So great game for Brahim Diaz as well. Samu Castillejo. Castillejo is a bit wasteful, but he does give his all when it comes to defending and pressing on the ball, so I'll give him that. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, coming back from his injury, hasn't played since November when we played against Napoli and beat them 3-1. Comes back, scores a brace, has 12 goals in the Serie A in 8 games. That is amazing. With this win, AC Milan have equaled the best unbeaten streak away from home in Serie A in the 3 points era since 1994-1995. 16 matches between 2003 and 2004. That is crazy. Additionally, with that being said, Ibrahimovic becomes the first Milan player to score 12 goals in his first 8 matches played in Serie A with AC Milan since Marco van Basten in the 1992-1993 era. Milan just keeps breaking all these records, and you gotta tip your hat off to Padre Pioli, because that man has just found ways to make everything work. We constantly face adversity, suspensions, COVID, injury, and we managed to still pull the results. I know a lot of Serie A watchers and Serie A fans are saying, oh, Milan buys the refs, Milan's always getting penalties. But the penalties that we win are penalties if you look at it from a non-objective perspective. Overall, pretty good game for Milan. We still carry first place with a 3-point lead against our Merda rivals Inter Milan, who also beat Juventus this weekend. but good performance from Milan. Very proud. We managed to make out the win. Mate with a good performance. I can't wait to see more of him. Additionally, with more transfers, Andrea Conti is probably going to Parma and not Fiorentina. So we'll see what happens with that. And then, with that being said, Fikayo Tomori will be joining AC Milan from Chelsea on loan with an obligation to buy for 30 million euros. We need some defensive reinforcements. We lost Kone to Borussia Mönchengladbach. We lost Mohamed Simakan to RB Leipzig. It seems like Leipzig is going to try to sign him in the summer, not right now in the winter. So I'm hoping that Tomori works out. If he's a great fit, Maldini and Pioli have been having an eye on him. If he's a great fit, we just redeem the 30 million option to buy him and keep him on a permanent. He helps us within the next season. We also signed Mario Mandzukic on a free transfer. He's coming to Milan. He's the perfect deputy for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He's tall. He's very great in his attacking output and attacking mind. He has strength. He's a winner. He knows how to win, and I think he will add a lot to these youngsters with his experience and his quality. So I'm excited. He will be taking on the number 9 jersey to remove the curse of the number 9 and take us back to glory days in Champions League football. The next game is going to be very difficult. We're playing Atalanta. That's a game where we need to have some grinta in that one, because Atalanta is probably going to come with us all gas, no brakes, and we don't want a repeat of what happened last time in Bergamo. Coppa Italia quarterfinal will be between AC Milan and Inter Milan, which will be another derby della Madonnina, but Gianluigi Donnarumma will be suspended for that game, so it looks like Cyprian Tatarusanu will be in goal, or Antonio Donnarumma will place the sticks, and we might have a repeat of the last Coppa Italia against them with Antonio Donnarumma. But that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for watching. Forza Milan, and peace.